Hi there. When it comes to cyber threats that have gone through their full cycle, from vulnerability discovery to exploit creation to being discovered in the wild, and finally remediation, software patching, as well as liability mitigation, let's not forget, you have an expectation that any cybersecurity software ought to catch the same or similar threat in the future. But what if you could retroactively measure how a product did prior to zero-day exploitation? In this video series, we would like to provide an assessment on some of the major recent attacks and show you how this solution you're providing to your clients protected them even before, as well as during post-zero-day. In all of these assessments, the simple assumptions will be that you're running in whitelist mode, meaning you've adopted a block all and allow some methodology, along with don't talk to strangers. Let me start with the most publicized ransomware to date. Number one is WannaCry, but check out its separate video just on how protection existed by design rather than specific vulnerability awareness. In number two, I would like to cover off the Vault 7 leak that goes by the name of Athena. This software is a beacon loader that can retrieve and execute commands without using any files. Since the process of whitelisting, or even automatic whitelisting, requires end-user interaction to confirm the request, as well as the destination having the presence of a positive reputation, such beacon control centers are never whitelisted. Athena also hijacks your DNS cache, but with egress control, it prevents access to changed destinations. So, checkmark there. Number three, a well-publicized Google Docs scam attack that quickly made its rounds even in tech-savvy circles ended up asking end users for Google to provide permission to authenticate their account to give the scam author access to the email address book and mailbox. Immediately following that authorization, the user was directed to the app at googledocs.docscloud.info, which was never whitelisted or associated with a positive reputation, and therefore the application that spread the message could never execute. Furthermore, Google, on that same day, disabled the application and author's access. So, another checkmark there. A side note to this issue is that this weakness in the Google authentication world is still not fixed. The same identical trick can be used again and again by new phishing attack authors. Number four, we also discovered that Samsung spying TVs were phoning home to this URL, which has never been whitelisted. And in fact, it is a known tracker. So, another checkmark there. And number five, and the last one for this video, IoT devices that are weaponized, also known as thingbots, formed a well-publicized botnet by the name of Mirai. Now, even if your IoT devices were weaponized, they were unable to cross the gateway with DDoS packets. And yet, you can receive the alert from the malware and botnet alert feature in order to take appropriate action. Yet another checkmark there. Keep in mind that the reason our approach to DNS-based whitelisting is leak-proof is because of DTTS, our Don't Talk to Strangers feature. In essence, it disallows all DNS-less traffic unless specific provisions are made by way of enablers, which are collections of destination IP and port ranges that you choose to trust. Now, the current trend of increased encryption in all traffic will certainly continue. One additional comment then worth mentioning is that gateway-based filtering is the perfect partner to best-in-class endpoint protection, which does inspect TLS traffic at the exit point also. Thanks for tuning into this video. Please check out the other resources in this series. Keep winning.